Jim Norman, a high school history teacher, accepts a teaching position in his hometown and moves back there, along with his wife, Sally, and their little son, Scott. After seeing his older brother, Wayne, being killed by a group of greasers during a mugging in a train tunnel in 1963, after parking their automobile on the rails, 3 of the murderers, Richard Lawson, Vinnie Vincent, and David North, were struck and murdered by an approaching steam train. Carl Mueller, the group's 4th member, escaped and lived. After that incident, Jim and his parents decided to leave the town. Jim begins experiencing nightmares and flashbacks concerning his brother's slaying as soon as he gets back to his hometown. Soon later, one of Jim's students, Billy Stearns, is killed while being pursued by the ghosts of the 3 deceased greasers. Lawson joins Jim's class after rising from the dead. After another of Jim's students, Kate, passes away, Vinnie also makes a comeback from the dead and joins Jim's class. Jim's student Chip Conway informed him that Vinnie and Richard are seeking revenge. The greasers attack Chip as he leaves Jim's house. Chip is murdered, and his corpse is thrown off a bridge. Jim is currently being investigated by Pappas, the chief of police for the area. The 3 greasers possess paranormal abilities. They don't reflect in mirrors, can transform into demons with disfigured bodies, are bulletproof, and may appear to some people while remaining invisible to others. On the 27th anniversary of Wayne's death, they challenge Jim to a fight and try to kill his son with their car. When Jim finds retired police officer Neal, he learns that he was shot during a robbery and had been clinically dead for more than 3 minutes when he met Wayne's ghost in the mid-realm, which is the space between this world and the hereafter. Neal explains that Wayne is trapped there and that ghosts occasionally reappear when things are unsettled. The 3 greasers confront Jim when he visits their graves in the Milford Cemetery. Jim is informed that Mueller will be required to bring everything together. Mueller panics and runs away when Jim finds him because he believes Jim seeks for revenge. Then the greasers assault Jim's family at their residence. In order to protect his family from the demonic group, Jim repels them and leads his family to a church. The greasers' death was caused by Jim stealing their car keys when he was a young boy. It is subsequently revealed Jim understands that he must confront his past and stop escaping. When Jim goes back to his abandoned childhood home, he discovers the old car keys he stole the night his brother was killed. Mueller joins him and expresses regret for Wayne's passing while offering to assist. Mueller is taken along in the greasers' subsequent attack, which reunites their gang. When Jim goes to see Wayne's grave to ask for his assistance, something prevents Wayne from re-entering the living world. Meanwhile, the greasers entice Jim's family out of the church and kidnap them. Jim goes back to the train tunnel where Wayne was killed. Jim was supposed to be slain alongside Wayne by the greasers, but Mueller changed sides and was killed by Lawson. For every life the greasers take, the dying Mueller reveals that another could come back. Wayne is able to return after the entrance to the afterlife opens. Jim removes his family from the gang's 1955 Chevrolet. The group attempts to flee in their car, but as they do, it is struck by a ghost train that matches the one that killed them in 1963 and knocks them into hell. Jim explains that he has grown up to Wayne, who is unaware that 27 years have gone. Wayne makes the offer to take Jim with him to heaven so he can visit his parents, but Jim declines. Wayne departs from this world as Jim's family returns home, and Jim makes a promise that they will one day be together once more.